and welcome to Awaz News. I'm Kubrali and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada.
Police believe pedestrian found dead outside Newmarket is victim of a hit and run. Toronto police searching for suspect in downtown sexual assault investigation. New video shows suspect vehicle in Ajax shooting that wounded 6. GTA gas prices to rise 5 cents per litre on Thursday increases to continue this fall, gas analyst. Shooting suspect ditches vehicle and run across live lanes of traffic on Highway 401 before being arrested. Hurricane Ian makes landfall in southwest Florida as Category 4 storm. Canada Post launches 4 stamps recognizing residential schools and reconciliation.
Those were the headlines, and let's jump right into the details.
One person is dead after an apparent hit and run near Newmarket. Police say that officers found a deceased pedestrian who appears to have been involved in a collision with a vehicle that left the scene on Davis Drive between Bales Road and Warden Avenue. Police told CP24 they are unsure exactly when the collision occurred, but said it happened recently. Roads are closed in that immediate area, and police are urging drivers to avoid the area and find an alternate route. Investigators are looking for witnesses to come forward. Canada Post is launching 4 new stamps showcasing Indigenous artists' visions for the truth and reconciliation. The Crown Corporation says this is the first in an annual series meant to encourage reflection on the painful legacy of Canada's residential schools. The stamps will be released on Thursday, a day before the National Day for the Truth and Reconciliation on Friday. The series features artwork. The stamps are inscribed with the Indigenous language of each of their creators. Canada Post says the stamps are cancelled given a decorative mark that prevents reuse in Brantford, Ontario, the site of the Mohawk Institute Residential School. Toronto police are working to identify a man wanted in sexual assault investigation in downtown core. The incident happened last Friday at about 2:40 p.m. in the area of 100 King Street West, which is just west of Bay Street. According to police, a man approached a woman he did not know and sexually assaulted her. Investigators said the woman was able to walk away from the suspect, but he allegedly continued to follow her. The victim then reportedly confronted the man and yelled at him to leave, police said. The suspect, who is described as in his 30s, approximately 5'9" with a thin build, short brown hair, a beard and a mustache, fled on Adelaide Street. He was last seen wearing an orange hat, black sunglasses, a blue sweater, a white t-shirt, hockey pants, white shoes, and carried a blue crossbody bag. Durham police have released surveillance camera footage of a suspect vehicle wanted in connection with shooting behind an Ajax Plaza that wounded 6 people this past summer. The shooting took place at around 1:20 a.m. on August 1st at the rear of Dam Foods on Hartwood Avenue south of Highway 401. Police have previously said that a customer appreciation party was being held at the back of the local Caribbean market at the time. The suspected gunman, police say, was at the party and got involved in verbal altercation with some patrons. He left the premises but returned hours later and opened a fire, according to police. 6 people were injured as a result, including 2 people who were rushed to hospital in critical condition. In a news release issued on Wednesday, police said that investigators now believe that there were multiple shooters at the event. The surveillance footage released by police shows a dark-colored car driving through the parking lot and then slowing down a crowd of people. Several people are then seen running away. So far, no suspect description have been released. Gas prices in Greater Toronto area are set to rise 5 cents tomorrow and are expected to continue rising this fall, according to one industry analyst. President of Canadians for Affordable Energy Dan McTeague predicts that gas prices will increase to 153.9 cents per litre as of midnight on Thursday and won't stop there. Going forward slowly in the month of October and a little faster in November, we are going to see prices rise, especially on the diesel side, on the jet fuel side, on the natural gas side, on home heating side, on the propane side. And yes, that will impact gasoline, he tells CP24.com. McTeague says fuel prices right now are as good as it gets and recommends that drivers will fill up ahead of this weekend. He adds that Hurricane Ian, which was nearing Florida's southwest coast Wednesday morning, will play a big role in determining gas prices over the coming days. There's a chance we could see prices moving up, and we are going to have to watch that happens to Hurricane Ian. A lot of people saying it won't affect assets that create energy, oil, gasoline, oil in the United States. But there's a pipeline that goes through there called a Colonial Pipeline. I don't think it will be flooded, but if it does, it may shut down temporarily. McTeague says. He says the impact of colder weather on the demand for more energy resources, which are in limited supply, particularly in Europe, will also contribute to rising fuel prices. In addition, McTeague says the weakness of Canadian dollars bringing up prices at pumps. A week ago, the loonie briefly fell below 74 cents US in early trading, hitting a low not seen since the onset of COVID-19 pandemic. Hurricane Ian made landfall Wednesday in southwest Florida as one of the most powerful storms ever recorded in the U.S., swamping streets with waterfall and smashing trees along the coast while moving at a crawl that threatened catastrophic flooding across a wide area. Barely an hour after the massive storm touched ashore, a coastal sheriff's office reported that it was already getting a significant number of calls from people trapped in homes. The hurricane's center struck near Cayo Costa, a protected barrier island just west of heavily populated Fort Myers. Mark Pritchett stepped outside his home in Venice around the time the hurricane came and ashore about 35 miles to the south. He called it terrifying. The Category 4 storm slammed the coast with 150 miles per hour winds and pushed a wall of storm surge accumulated during its slow march over the Gulf of Mexico. More than 1 million Florida homes and businesses were without electricity. The storm previously tore into Cuba, killing 2 people and bringing down the country's electrical grid. About 2.5 million people were ordered to evacuate southwest Florida before Ian hit, but by law no one could be forced to flee. Though expected to weaken to a tropical storm as it marched inland at about 9 miles per hour, Ian's hurricane force winds were likely to be felt well into central Florida. Florida residents rushed ahead of the impact to board up their homes, stash precious belongings on upper floors, and join long lines of cars leaving the shore. Ian made landfall more than 100 miles south of Tampa and St. Petersburg, sparing the densely populated Tampa Bay area from its first direct hit by a major hurricane since 1921. Officials warned residents that Tampa could still experience powerful winds and up to 20 inches of rain. Please, please, please be aware that we are not out of danger yet, Tampa Mayor Jane Castor said in a video on Twitter. Flooding is still going to occur. Flash floods were possible across all of Florida. Hazards include the polluted leftovers of Florida's phosphate fertilizer mining industry, more than 1 billion tons of slightly radioactive waste contained in enormous ponds that could overflow in heavy rains. The federal government sent 300 ambulances with medical teams and was ready to truck in 3.7 million meals and 3.5 million liters of water once the storm passes.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kubra Ali. I'll see you back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Have a good night.